Good morning, students. Welcome to Papia Ma'am's English classes. How are you all? I hope that everyone is fine, right? Now, let us take up today's very important topic, that is letter writing. Children, the most common form of written communication is the letter. We write letters to our friends and relatives to maintain contact with them. However, in the present time, many of us don't have the time or the interest to write letters because of telephone, fax, email, mobiles, which have replaced the place of personal letters. However, formal letters are still in vogue. Commerce, trade, official correspondence, public representation, complaints, and other dealings, other transactions are still conducted through letters. So it is very important to note and remember that there are different formats for different type of letters. So students are advised to cultivate the art and skill of letter writing, because different kind of letters follow different conventions. So the format should suit the particular type. So we know that a letter is a written message that can be handwritten or printed on paper. So let's discuss letter writing, which is very common in all the classes starting from class 6, 7 till 12. And in class 12, there is a compulsory question from letter writing and it carries great marks. So children, you have to pay attention in this format and you have to know the types of various formal letters for class 12. So letters are broadly classified into two ways. One is formal letter, another is informal letter. So what is formal letter? These letters follow a certain pattern and formality. They are strictly kept professional in nature and directly address the issues concerned. Any type of business letter or letter to the authorities falls within this given category. Now, what is informal letter, children? These are the personal letters that we write to our friends and families, and they need not follow any set pattern or adhere to any formalities. They contain personal informations or are a written conversation. Informal letters are generally written to friends, acquaintances, and relatives. In class 12, the syllabus is formal letter. Now, before making you understand what is formal, let me clarify first or recapitulate the informal letters format. So, for informal letter, first children, on the top, you have to write the address and then it will be followed by date. Always keep in mind that you have to follow the block pattern, that is everything should be from the left hand side margin. And then greetings means hi my dear friend or hi Rohit, dear papa, like that. Now next comes the content or the body of the letter and then closing remarks, that is yours sincerely, your affectionately, and then the next line is your name, and then PS post subscriptum, that is the address, that is in the letter. When you are writing the letter, there you are writing, but for your exam purpose you have to follow from point number 1 to point number 4. Now let me discuss with you the common features of formal letters, and for your exam purpose this is very important, my dear children. Now how to write? Now again you are following the block pattern, and in the left hand side margin, first of all you are writing the sender's address and that is followed by the date, and you will give one line gap, and then there you will write inside addressee's address, and then again one line gap, and then salutation, and after salutation you will again, that is salutation implies writing sir and madam, and then subject. But children, it at the right moment it is better that you are writing the subject on the top, and then you are writing sir and madam. You see in the picture I have written subject as number 5 and sir and madam as number 6. Salutation implies the same, sir and madam 4 and 6 implies the same. And then comes the body of the letter, and this body or the content of the letter, it will be divided into 3 paragraphs. Remember, always make 3 paragraphs for formal letters. First paragraph will be the introduction about the question, that is the beginning, and then the discussion, that is the content, and then end means the last paragraph must conclude your point, and at the end subscription, that is yours sincerely or yours truly or yours faithfully, and then you write your name. Now for writing these formal letters, children, always keep these 3 golden rules in your mind. First is suitable format you have to maintain. Number 2 is well organized. Your content must be according to the question. And number C, your appropriate language. Now what are the various points to remember regarding good writing letters? First, be brief, clear to the point. Second, use separate paragraph for separate topics. As I told you, 3 paragraphs you have to make. Number 3, the first paragraph should include the theme of the letter, about the question, what it is. Number 4, make a factual statement of facts. And number 5, use simple and direct language. Avoid the use of long and high sounding words and ambiguous constructions. Means your sentences must be short and to the point. Number 6, even while lodging a complaint or making criticism, you should be polite and charming. Suppose there is a water problem, water leakage problem, or defective furniture, your language should not be aggressive. It must be polite. Number 7, avoid commonplace or clumsy expressions. Avoid repetitions and the clumsy expressions you must avoid. Next point is use a proper layout or format for these formal letters, because block format is more vogue in formal letters, whereas indented form may be used in informal letters. So you keep in mind that you have to use the block format. That is left hand side margin, you will start everything. Next point, use a pronunciation mark is dispensed with the block format. So punctuation mark as it is required you have to use. And then remember the following points about block format. What it is? Number 1, there is no indentation. Number 2, each block begins with a margin on left hand side. Number 3, extra space should be left between different sections and paragraphs. And number 4, omit punctuation mark and address and date. A comma may be put after the salutation. Now what are the various formal letter types that you need to prepare for your exam? The first and foremost is business letter. So making inquiries or asking for information regarding some spoken English courses, or replying to inquiries or giving information, and placing orders. Suppose you want to place order for your stationery shop, or maybe for the library as a librarian. So sending replies means you have already sent the quotation, they have already office people, they have already sent the quotations. Now you want to share your replies, how the mode of payment and all that. Now suppose you have already done an agreement, but you want to cancel it. So cancelling order comes under business letter. And letters making complaints means you have received some defective items, so you want to make complaint against that. Now the second is official letters, that is registering complaints against municipality, road leakage, etc. Making enquiries, now making requests and appeals. Now letter to the editor, this is very very important and generally in the exam they used to come. So letter to editor, giving suggestion on an issue, usually on public interest, and expressing expressing your various forms. Form means expressing views on an issue already raised in an article or in a published letter. So something it is already published but you want to express your views, so that also goes for letter to editor. And next is letter of application, that is application for job with your biodata attached with that. So that I will be teaching you how to write the biodata as well as cover up letter and the miscellaneous letter. So these are the different types of letter that is included in your syllabus. So today I will just simply give you a recapitulation of informal letter. I have given you one question, that is your uncle has presented a book to you on your birthday. It is related with the art of living, pointing out the usefulness of the book in life. Write a letter in about 100 words thanking your uncle for sending this valuable gift. You are Naveen/Nalini, living at 250 Rajdhani Enclave, Baroda. So address is given. Your address, keep in mind it is your address that is given. I think you remember this, that first address and then date and then greeting, then body, then closing remark. So accordingly how you will write, first you have to write the address. Now see, the address was given in the question, so you have to write the address accordingly, and then it is followed by date. Then you give one line gap and then you write the salutation, that is my dear uncle. Now see, this is the letter. It is the content that is divided into two paragraphs and one third line, concluding line, and then your subscription. Subscription means yours affectionately, then name. Name is also given in the question, so you have to write accordingly. So the letter coverage letter is, it is always a pleasure to hear from you. Last Friday was my 11th birthday. The same day I received your gift of a book along with your blessings. Thank you. Now first paragraph is over because it contains what it is about. Now next, the discussion about the thing. Thank you very much for your valuable gift. I have not read the entire book, but the little that I have read is highly useful and entertaining. I feel that these are the things that matter most. I am sure the book will remain with me all my life. And then one concluding line, I thank you once again for the kind gift. Then followed by subscription. I think this personal letter or informal letter is very much clear to you all. Next day we will discuss the business letters, different types, one by one. Thank you, children.